welcome to Year of the Green Wood Snake, Virgo. Year of the Yin Wood Snake begins on January 29th of 2025, lasting all the way through until February 16th of 2026. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is Readings by Rosemary Angelic Transmission. Thank you for joining us. Snakes are mesmerizing and magnetic, and they're showing always sort of a sensuously erotic style in their movement, in their nature, and in their manner. You're not going to know what snake is actually thinking, and that's just how the serpent likes it. If you want to be part of the show in Snake Year of 2025, you've got to understand that the serpent is tremendously secretive, presenting a poker face of the world at large and concealing a natural internal stimulation when it comes to dealings or circumstances with others. Snakes are stylishly animated creatures possessing a thrilling variety of elegant politeness when involving themselves with their day-to-day affairs. Also, snake does not by any means desire to allow you to see their own true feelings of eagerness. They don't want you to know about that. They're furtive about that. Instead, snake wants you to consider that this enigmatic creature's serpentine temperament is distant and remote, sort of a talk to the hand kind of thing, with being sort of without any interest in what you or anyone else is thinking about them. They don't want you to think that they care what you think or anybody else. With that said, snake is actually a dreamy lover, bestowing loyalty and ardor when it comes to amorous liaisons. Snakes have a tremendous capacity to attract riches or to bring in treasures. It's a great talent, even though they are famous for splurging their money and living beyond their means. No worries though, mate, because snake has such a marvelous storehouse of vocational skills. Now, snake has so many of these kind of talents to really go ahead and be able to find work or make their own employment or find their own employment. They're really good at creating that kind of thing for themselves. They have a magnificent aptitude for being able to restore the funds that they have misspent because they're so talented. Indeed, employers love snakes' personality characteristics of having great endowments, and the kind of things they have endowments in are things like they have great ingenuity, and they have great administrative skills, they have great supervisory skills, leadership skills, and good sound judgment. That's what their employers or their own overlords love about them. The serpent is also jovial and very brave, which makes them good for the morale of their underlings or their colleagues. One of the snake's most impressive elements is that they are wonderfully psychic, very telepathic. Snake can read people with their clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience extremely well. So be attentive to this keen awareness tool that resides deeply inside the serpent's arsenal. They have this talent. Yin Wood Snake is a year of the green wood snake, because green is a color that's associated with wood in Chinese astrology. Yin feature makes her nurturing, cooler, mystifying, and comfortable in darkness or obscurity. So because it's a yin year, it's a female snake. It's a she. Greenwood snakes particularly are flexible, entrenched in the ground, clever, and sensible, realistic. The beautiful luminous planet Venus is significant during snake years, especially in yin wood snake years, due to the Venusian yin element. With this celestial body imparting a seductive and tempting spirit on one hand and a poisonous makeup on the other hand. Just like any medicine could be poisonous if taken too much, or in the therapeutic amount, it can heal. Energy of Venus is just like that. The luminosity, the bright, the radiance of Venus. Venus also gives snake the luminous facets of delightful feelings, affectionate love, nuptials, luxurious beauty, amiable contacts, synchronization, and relationships. The guardian angel of Venus is Hanael, or Anael, having the heavenly quality of grace regarding the many facets of reflecting light that comprise the divinity, a great reflective of the light of the divinity. Just like Venus is the bringer of the dawn, Venus the morning star, because Venus heralds the coming of the sun. Let's look at the fortunate gemstones, auspicious colors, and lucky numbers for Virgo, as well as the advantageous talismans for Yin Wood Snake. Astrology lucky charms for Virgo the Virgin during year of the Yin Wood Green Snake are as follows. Virgo lucky charms are gemstone is sapphire. Your beautiful sapphire is your lucky gemstone. The colors lucky for you are yellow, green, so that's a greenish yellow, like a lime, violet, red, and black. The lucky numbers for Virgo are 3, 6, and 8. Yin Wood Snake lucky charms, the gemstones for the lucky green snake are opal, almandine garnet, reddish shades of amber, green shades of cat's eye, eudialyte, red or yellow shades of fire agate, heliotrope, azurite, rainbow fluorite, ruby, and for septaria, the yellow, black, or gray patterns of septaria are great. Septaria has like a serpentine pattern and looks like a serpent in the gemstone itself. And the colors yellow, black, and gray are good for green snake year. Colors for fortunate for green snake, of course, green, of course, for healthy organic growth, yellow for kindness, yellow for plenty, and yellow for constancy, black for insight, acumen, inscrutability, and profundity, the depth, as well as red for delight, festivity, and brilliant luck. The fortunate numbers for green snake are 2, 8, and 9. Getting now to the Yin Wood Snake color specifics, specifically for the green snake, more about the colors. This is actually very important. You need to know that in green snake year, pink just rubs wood snake, green snake the wrong way because she fancies rougher colors and textures. Understand that in other elemental snake years of different colors, it might not be this bad, but in green snake year, you don't want to do pink or not too much of it anyway. Now, purple is a joker in the deck of chances in green snake year, and so jokers are wild in green snake year, and they're wild in the chances in life that can bring either dangers or blessings, conspiracies or schemes. Silver is likewise precarious and capricious, similar to the way purple is. And gray is soothing for wood snake. Azure is otherworldly, mystical, and wondrous for the wood snake, adding an arcane glimmering shard. During green wood snake, your colors you should avoid are white, due to its minimalism and transparency, so just don't overuse, because Yin Wood Snake likes complexity and lives in the dirt or the waters of the earth, hidden in the underground tunnels. Also, shun gold because wood snake likes more concealment of riches. So it's not that you have to get rid of your gold or not take gold if it's given to you. Of course, do store up your treasures. Nevertheless, you don't want to be showing gold. Like if you have storehouses of gold, you don't want to show that to people in a green snake year. And you don't want to use too much like fake gold stuff because it's not a good year for them. In addition, stay away from brown, the dull kind of brown, since wood snake likes the soupçon more sparkle. When she does show up, use more coppery, sparkly kind. Now, Yin Wood Snake number specifics. Green snake auspicious number combinations are 28, 29, and 89. Furthermore, wood snake numbers to avoid are 1, 6, and 7. Those are the numbers to avoid in a green snake year. Moving to the Chinese zodiac animal compatibility, snake loves rooster. Snake loves ox. Snake very much likes monkey. Snake likes snake. Snake likes horse. Snake likes dragon. And snake likes sheep or goats. Sheep and goat are the same in Chinese astrology. Now, snake does not like rabbit. Snake does not like dog. Snake does not like rat. And snake does not like pig. And snake hates tiger. Now, if you're somebody that the snake does not want to be around, maybe that's okay, because, if snake does, if a snake likes somebody, they're going to be around you more. If you don't like snake and they don't like you, just stay away from each other. It'll work out good for both of you. They won't come to you and you don't go to them. It's actually easy. If they like you, that's another story. Virgo, mutable earth personality. During a Yin Wood Snake year, heaven bestows to you a tremendous amount of charm for you, Virgo, in green snake year. Moreover, people are sure to need your advice. when it comes to theory, tactics, logic, and common sense viewpoints within this zodiacal transit. You are certain to be the go-to person that people seek out for counsel and knowledge on an extensive range of topics. Employers, colleagues, family, and friends shall need to ask you questions. Just be sure to not give it all away for free, Virgo. You got to bill them when they show up. You know, don't give away the store, Virgo, because you're too kind. You are too accommodating occasionally, and you must be paid properly in both revenue and in vocational or societal standing, your status, your standing. If the powers that be want to pick your brain for answers or utilize your clever skills for profit, if they're going to make money, you better make some too. And you better get some status and some standing and respect. Now, this is especially true during a Yin Wood Snake year, since your superior brain power and your ability to think outside the box increases greatly at this time. Your stance upon the meaning of existence is sort of strange in a very fun and an appealing way. The opinions of others are usually in your favor, with you being your own most intense judge. Due to your rational mind, it's easy for you to navigate through this life's circuitous social or worldly pathways. Green Snake year affords you an abundant measure of confidence in regards to your modus operandi for deciphering puzzles and conundrums. That's why people want to be around you. In addition, don't be surprised if others notice and remark on your increasingly supple and agile manner of thinking. Yin Wood Snake energies also gift you with a deeply euphoric attitude when it comes to life in general, along with a goodly measure of zest and gusto, with which you are really going to be very able, willing and able to really help others. You're going to be able to help others be a very good facilitator of them in general. And also, you're going to be able to really give other people a lot of really good ideas for how they can deal with things that are really most important to them in their lives. So if these people that are like really in these conundrums, the way you're going to help them is by brightening their frame of mind when they find themselves in the midst of the doldrums. When they're in dilemmas to unravel in Green Snake year, it is Virgo that is marvelously adept at sound examination and very sharp and very vital scrutiny. With such skills, you will find and deliver much needed answers to the important individuals and groups. So important people are going to need your answers. In fact, when investigating and exploring questions, you must remember to make sure to care for yourself so as not to overwork your physical self or your mental or emotional self either. With that said, your physical magnetism also increases in Green Snake. You're granting you many new admirers. So don't be surprised if a lot of people are interested in you as a best friend or even as a romantic interest, even if you're with someone. So just be aware of that. Just understand it. Virgo's place in the Jade Emperor's zodiac race. Western astrology sign of Virgo corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of rooster. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Rooster came in 10th place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Now sheep, monkey, and rooster use a raft found by Rooster, by you, to ride on the river currents in order to finish the Jade Emperor's race for the placement on the Chinese zodiac astrological wheel. Rooster and monkey were delighted to let sheep go before them to finish the race because they like sheep's kindly personality. With these three animals, friendship was more important than rivalry, and so their collaboration gave them not first position, rather they shared a great gift of their alliance, finding great delight in working together. And you are the one that brainstormed this and got the flotilla. Okay, so you're the one that was the one that helped everybody then, and you're the one that helps everybody now, especially the green snake year. Virgo, the virgin year of the Yin Wood Snake. Lesson. What is the lesson? Virgo, just like Rooster, likes to be strategic when it comes to their vocations, which gives you clout as a professional. You are a sensitive creature, which will increase during green snake year. Therefore, you must be sure to mindfully work through any injurious dealings, especially emotionally disturbing ones. Within the course of this zodiacal transit, your characteristics of possessing governance and power are noticed by people that are looking for a guide or a superior. That will be you. Consequently, it behooves you to guard your sanctuaries from those that want to be in your company or absorb your wisdom. You need your sanctuaries. This is true for both the physical sacred places in which you dwell, as well as your personal inner havens of the soul. You got to protect your soul. You might find yourself being exceptionally blunt with people, which is something which they must accept about you if they desire your guidance and your leadership, which they will, and they will accept it. But you got to make a stand for yourself. You got to care for yourself. Virgo, the virgin year of the Yin Wood Snake. Blessing. What blessings come from heaven from the Jade Emperor? Well, expect significant achievements to come to fruition in green snake year. This is because of all your hard work and superior acumen. It might seem to be effortless to make grand accomplishments during this astrological transit, which is due to your having put so much vivacious exertion into any one venture that you're winning the top prize just seems simple and natural. Another facet that draws opportunities to you is your trustworthiness. You're very trustworthy, which is a much needed during the time of the verdant serpent. Very needed this year. Moreover, your keen instincts and capacity to ferret out the truth at this time puts you at the top of the pyramid when so many people are feeling unsure about themselves and the potential course of their lives. Such types are certain to cling on to you, so you must help them to become more independent and authoritative in their own reality. Chinese zodiac animal of snake corresponds with the Western astrology sign of Taurus. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Snake came in 6th place in this ancient competition. You see, the Jade Emperor was very pleased. He was very happy as he saw Snake finish the race because he thought that Snake was a very intelligent creature, very akamai. The Jade Emperor was observing how Snake cunningly traveled behind Horse and then rushed through the flora, covering the countryside, thus startling Horse to rear up on his hind legs to make a loud, scared Horse's neighing sound. While Horse was stunned, Snake glided through the meadow and finished the race in 6th place. So, because of Snake's craftiness, Snake placed higher than Horse in the Jade Emperor's great race, even though Horse is built for speed and racing, while Snake is not. This proves that there are many varying and unexpected attributes that often lead long shots to victory in any contest. Now, Yin Wood Snake attributes. Green Wood Snake is weird, and there is just no other way to put it. There is an inexperienced and a new quality about green snake that is very stylish and also very interesting to all that behold her. She might spill her proverbial guts in conversation and propel herself forward in life if she is using her entrails to thrust her along the path. Green snake has a twisting nature that can be sarcastic. The verdant serpent moves, sounds, and tones, is a muffled beat of a drum, having an annoying attribute of a younger sibling that drops valuable items to the dismay of her older sisters and brothers. Green snake has features of aquatic internal organs, also cells, and the early summertime attributes of the fetus and the placenta. Although yin green snake can be abortive occasionally due to the constrictive nature of yin frequencies that are mostly nurturing, still, this is a situation where yin has the restrictive nature, but it also has the nature where things can be cultivated. Such yin energies are once in a while too cold and too resting to be capable of mustering up the fiery strength of yang element's vim and vigor that is often necessary to complete the task of pushing what is coming forth all the way through into manifestation, requiring more time in the darkness of the universal womb. With that said, fire is the fixed element of snake in general, and therefore some oomph is available during Yin Wood Green Snake year to provide much follow-through to Mother Nature's birthing process. In a like manner, snake has the association of the first quarter moon, which is a waxing half moon, to add to the increasing of the moonlight to the magic of delivering that which is coming into the light of materialization. While pondering the intrinsic measures of nurturing versus abortive frequencies relating to green Yin Wood Snake year, consider that excessive red-hot yang factor energies from the other elemental years can be overly abortive. Keep that in mind. Green snake of wood and yin elements possesses universal snake qualities. On the positive side, snake is known to be habitually remote, overtly, while covertly adoring the thrills that you bring to their lives. Moreover, snake is a considerate sentient being capable of tranquility and hope. In snake, you will find a sympathetic ear. The serpent is fun because of having a shroud of inscrutability covering their actions and a smart gaming attribute to keep you guessing. You won't know where, when, or how snake is approaching, since the serpent is hushed to a quiet hiss, yet ambitious and spirited. On the negative side, snake is notorious for being sycophantic or toadying, disagreeing, bleak, unsmiling, and green with envy. This brings us to the green wood snake elements. Adding yin into the mix makes snake awfully prone to constriction and keeping to oneself, granting everyone a phase during which anyone that needs it can tend to their own needs without an overabundance of extroversion. Also, snakes' fixed natures are yin, which is feminine, and fire, which is masculine, affording pleasant balance to one another. Greenwood snake adds some raw kindling material and fuel to the serpent's fire, which when green branches go ablaze, they produce much smoke. They develop a smoky atmosphere. Therefore, when you see a signal, you can be sure that there is a fire at the core, though an inexpert, green, unproven, and innocent attitude, which will stifle the flames from getting out of control. Yin Wood Snake advice. During green wood snake year of yin element, be conscious to be gentle amid the way and force the power with which you pursue your dreams and aspirations. You must be mindful because you will be using every morsel of energy and verve that you have stored within your viscera, which will be less than you had in the preceding year of the dragon. You must build your strength in green snake year, and that might demand that you give yourself some deliberate days and nights to pamper and restore yourself. Enjoy some stillness, silence, and self-healing moments. Yin Wood Snake influence. In green wood snake of yin element year, people with less experience could become annoying to you and begin to really get on your nerves. In light of this fact, people will wish to involve themselves in the practices of patience, inner peace, introspection, contemplation, yoga, or meditation. In previous years before leading up to Green Snake Year, You may have been trying to really expand and push out beyond the limitations of your perceived envelope of reality. Now in Yin Wood Snake year, you will feel much more comfortable to curl up into a fetal position and really go inward to heal yourself and to heal your overspent internal organs. Very important. You should, however, not constrict yourself too much. Don't pull in too much. You will be reminding yourself and others in your charge to stretch out your stomach and your abdomen, to include breathing methodically and relaxing into a state of well-being. Now we move along to take a look at the year of the snake that repeats every 12 years. Okay, it repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while year of the Yin Wood Snake repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2025, 2085, 2145, 2205, 2265, and 2325. Year of the Snake repeats again every 12 years, Yin Wood Snake every 60 years. You kind of start all over again every 60 years. Now, Green Wood Yin Snake year of 2025 on the Gregorian calendar, it overlaps with higher counts, both ancient and modern traditional Chinese calendars. Ancient sources, the Chinese year 2025 and 2025 will be 7,245 Chinese year. Some calendars say there's 6,000 years. Some calendars say, they have all these different cultures with all these different counts. When the Chinese, it's 7,245, well beyond 6,000. Okay, now modern sources, the Chinese year in 2025 will be, according to the modern sources, 4,722 Chinese year. So the most ancient traditional sources, maybe the secret sources, say 7,245. Well, the modern sources, the public sources, the ones they want you to know about, 4,722 Chinese years. I'll go with the traditional ancient sources myself. Comparative cultural astrology and New Year's celebrations. Traditional Chinese zodiac places Rat, which associates with Sagittarius in the Western astrology system at the beginning. That's November 22nd to December 21st. And Pig, which associates with Scorpio at the ending, October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. It is intriguing to notice that the Chinese zodiac splits its beginning and ending between Rat Sagittarius and Pig Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is located. And I'm sure on some of your meanderings through studying astrology, you probably come across and up against the 13th zodiac sign of the serpent bearer, okay? Ophiuchus. Now, regarding that, Ophiuchus is often called, again, the 13th zodiac sign. It's equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October, Halloween, as actually being their new year, also being a lunar calendar. With that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of the Western zodiac, which is Aries, with dragon, okay? And Pisces, the tail of the Western astrology, with rabbit. Rabbit and Pisces are the same. Dragon and Aries are the same. Again, and rabbit and Pisces are the same. It's also fascinating to comprehend that there are in many cultures more than one New Year's celebratory festivals. Now, Yin Wood Snake year is formed from the attributes of being the second heavenly stem of Yin Wood, gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities, and the 6th earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. Key words for Yin Wood Snake year, the Chinese word Yi, principal and supportive meanings are fish guts, second book or person, ethyl group, twist, to twist, okay, a developing plant, the gill bone of a fish, might be sarcastic, moving sound or tone, so it's a moving sound or tone, muffled drumbeat, out of the ordinary, strange, unusual, stylish, and interesting, strange, odd, weird, or to be less than, to be younger than. And to be a younger sibling, to drop something such as an annoying younger person dropping a rock on your surfboard, which I did when I was a small child, which annoyed my babysitter's son. So he took the rock from my hand and gave it back to me after we got back to the house. I didn't do it on purpose, of course. I must have been tired from swimming in the ocean and being in the sunshine all day. So you understand, that's the kind of annoying youngster that we're talking about. And is the second heavenly stem of 10. So in our adult years, we can be, remember that we have done things like this in our youth, when we were children, annoying things. And when people that are younger than us do annoying things, remember that we did it too. Okay. We are now going to go over the Chinese word of Si, S-I. Now that's the other element of this Yin Green Wood Snake year. Si's principal and supportive meanings are this, actually this, the word this, okay? Snake, okay? Fetus, placenta, cell, the moon's coming forth stage, the sixth earthly branch of 12 earthly branches or animal zodiac signs. So you see how this works. You've heard a lot about abortion versus birth, the year leading up to Snake Year, and a lot about weird, younger women and odd and strange people and men that are odd or strange or, you know, and stylish. You know, this is all just about the Chinese year that comes up. A year before, you're going to hear these words being used. And then when the Chinese year comes, then you'll understand how that it's just talking about, it's just preparing you for the upcoming Chinese year. Okay, that's all it's doing. It's preparing you for the upcoming Chinese year. Every year it's done. Every year it's done. Now, Yin Wood Green Snake is the fourth lunar month, occupying the Chinese month corresponding with the Gregorian calendar of May 6th to 7th to June 5th. Signifies the morning from 9 to 11 a.m. 9 to 11 is the snake year. And 9/11 happened during a snake year. Understand that. Okay? And it's the very early summer and the first quarter moon or waxing half moon phase. It's important to note here that the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. The 10 qualities are comprised of the characteristics of yin and yang divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the wood dragon being the Yang Wood Dragon year. Therefore, there are 10 aspects gotten from yin and yang, characteristics of the 5 Chinese elementals. Now we're going to talk about the primary guardian angels for Yin Wood Snake year. Going to get into the angelic beings, the angelic frequencies, and how to invoke and how to deal and work with the angelic frequencies. Okay? Primary guardian angels for Yin Wood Snake year. The Chinese zodiac animal sign of snake is a fire creature. This is due to the fire element being the fixed factor of the serpent in Chinese astrology. Now, of course, yin is a water element, and it's a yin year, but the snake itself is a fire creature in its fixed nature. Immediately, this fact brings to mind the Abrahamic religious theology designations pertaining to the angelic realms. In fact, the highest order of angels is the Seraphim. Indeed, Seraph means burning one or fiery serpents. These Seraphim or fiery serpents are said to be the color of copper. The color of copper. Okay? And also poisonous. Okay, they're poisonous. Also, with both of these attributes of copper and poisonous, being associated with the planet Venus and the Chinese zodiac animal sign of snake. So alchemically, it's Venus, copper, you understand, and poisonous. There's a healing aspect of Venus and a poisonous aspect, like any medicine. Seraph, or Seraph, it's S-A-R-A-P-H or S-E-R-A-P-H, appears being the singular, while seraphim indicates the plural. Seraphim possesses wings or hands, being 6 in number. Indeed, these are 6 influences relating to 6 specific tones or voices that are sung or spoken for the purpose of seeing or taking care of the deity. So the seraphim, they see to or take care of the deity. They have 6 specific tones, 6 arms. That's their voices. Okay? In Isaiah 6, that's chapter 6, verses 1 to 3 in the Webster Bible translation, in the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and elevated, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood seraphim. Each one had 6 wings. With 2 he covered his face, and with 2 he covered his feet, and with 2 he flew. And one cried to another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. End of quote from Isaiah. The archangel corresponding to fire in Western ceremonial magic is Michael or Michael. Furthermore, for the aspect of wood, there is no specific Western corresponding elemental feature for the Chinese facet of wood. Therefore, we can approximate the most appropriate angelic forces and the most appropriate angelic power of the traditional archangels that will be powerful to evoke during Greenwood Snake year. So we're going to give them to you now. Firstly, regarding the fiery serpents being the fixed snake element of fire, consider that fire generates earth from burning wood, as ash, which becomes part of the soil, is formed from smoldering timber. Secondly, trees are said to be the lungs of the earth, and hence the element of air is an association that is useful during a wood snake year, especially in a green snake one. Therefore, with these various connections in mind, we shall proceed to reveal the best elemental archangels to evoke in green wood snake year. Regarding fire, the archangel of fire is Michael or Michael, which burns wood to create earth. The archangel Uriel represents earth in the Western ceremonial magical system, and Uriel is actually an illuminated seraphim. This is not, though, an earth year. Instead, green snake is a generative year which creates the next earth year from the burning of wood to create ash and the soil or earth. On the subject of air, the archangel of air is Raphael, being the archangel of all of the air signs in the Western system of magic. Regarding the component of yin, which is associated with water, elemental archangel, the elemental archangel of air is Raphael, being the archangel of all the air signs in the Western system of magic. Regarding the component of yin, which is associated with water, elemental archangel of water is Gabriel. While some ancient sources list the seraphim as having rather obscure angelic names, which do not include the 4 key Western archangels, some more modern sources mention the names of the seraphim as being Ariel, Azrael, Chamuel, Gabriel, Hanael, Metatron, Michael, and Seraphia. Western zodiac sign of Taurus, which corresponds to the Chinese zodiac sign of Snake, is an earth sign, being fixed earth. Taurus corresponding to Snake gives us Snake's fixed alchemical constituent of fire in Chinese astrology, like we have said previously, and Taurus gives us another double dose of grounding earth to intensify the yin principle already in play, with earth and water relating to yin, while air and fire relate to the yang constituent. Snake years occur in early summer, and so since that's the case, since it's early summer in the Chinese zodiac system, Archangel Michael's element of fire is further strengthened, made more potent. Therefore, in summary, the elemental archangels that are beneficial to evoke for Yin Wood Snake year are the archangels Gabriel for Yin component and for Taurus, Uriel and Raphael for wood element, and Michael or Michael once more for early summertime aspects. In fact, you may focus upon all of the seraphim during Green Snake year. The zodiac angel Asmodel for Taurus, the bull, which is heir of earth, is fixed earth sign, is another guardian angel to call upon during Yin Wood Snake transit. The secondary guardian angels for Yin Wood Snake year, the planetary archangel which associates with Taurus being the Western astrology correspondence for a year of the snake, is the angelic ruler of Venus, the planet Venus. Archangel is sort of, you can say archangel, but in this case, Venus's archangel is the seraphim, Hanael. So that's very important. Awareness of both the Western and the Eastern astrology associations is very helpful for our process and for our understanding of how the Chinese and the Western blend in together, and how the angels and the seraphim are incorporated, and how a lot of the Jewish culture came from the Chinese culture, such as the 8 characters in the Noah's Ark story are exactly the 8 trigrams in the I Ching, with one of the daughters being Lake and all of that. Okay? That's how it works. So it's directly related. That's why there's all these associations, and it's easy to make. Venus archangel is the seraphim Hanael. Awareness of both Western and Eastern astrology association is something that it's not only helpful, but I think at this point in our studies, it's essential. There are many books on the subject of how you can fit together the Kabbalah and the Tao. Yeah? Now, call upon guardian archangel Hanael of Venus for matters of love, romance, friendships, increasing well-being and creature comforts, beauty, growing various aesthetic or edible plants, sustaining physical usefulness, having to do with copper and alchemy. That's interesting. Copper is what you use in alchemy, and you make alchemical products using monatomic copper if you want to work on your youthfulness. Okay? Creativity, performance art, and synchronization. Earth and celestial angelic coordinates for Yin Wood Snake year. If you want to know what are the coordinates for both the Earth and the celestial angelic coordinates, first during the snake year, during year of the Yin Wood Snake, first I'm going to give you the Earth coordinates of the elemental guardian angels, because the guardian angels, where they're located on the Earth, because of the winds, is not the same as in the heavens that are there because of the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. Now, again, moving into the Earth coordinates of elemental guardian angels on the Earth. In the north, elemental archangel of Earth is Uriel. And in the east, elemental archangel of air is Raphael. In the south, elemental archangel of fire is Michael or Michael. In the west, elemental archangel of water is Gabriel. Also, the celestial coordinates of elemental guardian archangels. The north, elemental archangel of water, Gabriel. So in the celestial coordinates, the north is water and Gabriel. In the east, for the celestial coordinates, it's the elemental archangel of fire, Michael. In the south, the elemental archangel of earth, Uriel. And for celestial, in the west, elemental archangel of air is Raphael. So that's the directions for the earth first, which is different, and then the heavens. Again, because on the earth it's based on the winds and the quality of the wind. And in the heavens, it's based on the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. Fortunate compass directions. This is very important. Your fortunate compass directions for a year of the Yin Wood Snake finds lucky fortune journeying eastward to rise with the sun, while westward brings precise, finely drawn sorcery. And the southwestward allows for perception and ability to increase your holdings. During Yin Wood Snake year, avoid adventuring northeastward since this direction veers away from the easterly dawning sun. In addition to shunning the northwestward compass positions because this direction has too many bumps in the road for wood snake and also deviates from greeting the elevating of the first light of the sun. Those are very important because what's going on with the sun is very important, especially in this type of a snake year. Also, the yin feminine elements in this Yin Wood Green Snake year, the yin constituent is feminine. It is night, cold, water, wet, inner, passive, indifferent, constricting, soft, and ventral, the belly side. Okay. Wood snake year, elegantly animated for the wood portion. Elegantly animated, charmingly mobile, respectful, refined, blasé mood to cover a clandestine notice. They'll notice you, but they'll pretend to not care, but they actually are noticing. Very important. Persistent, committed, zealous, idealistic, rich, wonderful, extravagant in the short term, resilient, trustworthy in the long term, imaginative, organizer skills, valor, daring, elation, psychic, robust, certainty for lawmaking. So you're going to have a lot of very potent certainty and assuredness and certitude for making laws. Yielding, flattering, smooth talking, contradictory, sometimes desperate, expressionless, and spiteful. Okay. Fixed snake element of fire. Because snake is fixed fire element. When you have a snake here, it's always fixed element is fire inside the snake. But on the outside, it's wood, green, and yin because of the constituents of the particular year when it ends in a 5, okay? So the snake, adding to the snake's inner fire, that's a fixed element, you have these yin things and the wood things we just talked about, these constituents. But now only to talk about this fire, the fixed snake element of fire, we have yang. We have activity, intensifying power is seething, brewing, budding, and conductive. Summer, south, Mars, red, tremendous good fortune and romance in general. Searing heat, symbols of the great emperor and the vermilion bird. Have you seen a movie with a vermilion bird? It's because of snake year. Characteristics are dominion, abhorrence, yearning, bliss, hopefulness, and designer labels. Internal organs include the heart, the cardiovascular system, your pulses, your triple heater, your tongue, and your small intestines. Those are the things you want to be paying attention to during this Yin Wood Green Snake year. Now, general snake associations, Yin early summer, fire, Venus, Taurus, as we mentioned, because it's the same as snake and Taurus are the same. The orchid, and we have an orchid here, the camellia, cactus, the 4th month on the Chinese lunar calendar, and the 2nd trine of early summer. There are 5 elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, and also earth, water. So we got fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Those are the 5 Chinese elements. In Chinese astrology, we have generating cycles as well as controlling cycles. So first I'm going to give you the generating cycles. Water generates wood as rain nourishes a tree. Wood generates fire in the way that burning wood creates fire. Fire generates earth as ash, which becomes part of the soil, is formed from burned wood. Earth generates metal as metal ore is mined from the earth, mined and gotten from the earth. Important. It'd be interesting to look at what happens to mining stocks in snake year. Interesting. Also, Chinese astrology controlling cycles. Fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. Water controls fire. This is the circle of life. As we come full circle, we attempt to balance the 5 elements in Chinese astrology. Also, there are associations with each of these 5 elements and characteristics of the body and the human experience. So in fire, we have joy, heat, bitter, and the tongue is involved. In earth, we have worry, dampness, sweet, and mouth. In metal, we have grief, dry, pungent, and the nose. In water, we have fear, cold, salty, and ears. In wood, we have anger, wind, sour, and the eyes. To calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the second new moon that comes after the winter solstice, and you'll have the Chinese New Year. Information found in the documents that's attached in the description box and in this presentation on the oral tradition. That's from the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you so much for joining us. And join us again for our next installment. And be sure to check out not only our yearly Chinese astrology, but also monthly, because each month has a Chinese zodiac animal. And we're doing each animal each month within the year. We've been doing it for several years now, so we have a lot of them, so go check them out. Thanks for joining us again. We'll see you soon.
But I know